Previously, in part 1, we explored Mumbai. The city was a perfect introduction to India's energy and chaos. But now it's time to journey deeper into the land of kings. Part 2, Rajasthan. Over the next 13 days, we'll uncover the magic of this royal state. From the romantic lakes of Udaipur, blue streets of Jodhpur, golden sands of Jaisalmer, to the hidden charm of Bikaner, a city that's often overlooked by travelers. And finally, we'll find peace in the spiritual town of Pushkar, nestled around its sacred lake. We are traveling on a budget, seeking authentic experiences, and connecting with locals along the way. Let's dive in. Taking a train in India was something we had been looking forward to for a long time. We weren't quite sure what to expect, but in the end, it turned out to be far more comfortable than we imagined. By the time we arrive in Udaipur, it's already dark, so the real exploration begins the next day. We are on a lookout. Paul is obsessed with the idea of dressing like a local, so we are looking for a kurta, traditional men's attire in India.
This is my kurta.
You look handsome!
It's perfect. Yeah?
It's great.
This guy got milk. So we're super hungry, and I think we're heading to a restaurant that is pretty fancy with a very great view on the lake.
He detected you are French very quickly.
It's so depressing. You can do all the efforts you want as a Frenchman. There's no way you can really hide your nationality. They just know. So this is it. It's called Upre. And as you can see, it's on the upscale side.
Very wow kinda entree. So-called perfect bite exchange. What's the verdict?
Come for the view, not for the food, not for the service.
So we are just walking on the small streets of Udaipur and we meet a local artist. He's a miniaturist and he was so happy to share his art with us. It's amazing. Apparently the miniatures are famous art that originates here in Udaipur. It's more than 300 years old and there is no institute. You can learn it only from someone else. Jealous of Paul's new style, I set out to find my own authentic Indian outfit. We come across a small shop with vintage fabrics, and that's where I find it. A gorgeous jacket with an intricate handmade embroidery. After our shopping spree, we climbed the 32 steps leading to the Sri Jagdish Temple. Dedicated to Lord Vishnu, it stands as one of the most significant temples in the city.
Well, Udaipur, first day, what's our impressions?
I really like it. I think the lake gives it a great vibe. Also the city is quite compact, the old city, where most of the attractions and things to see are. Architecturally it's beautiful, so I understand why so many tourists come here. And it's important to note that here there is much more tourists than in other cities we've been. So that's that, but it also means you have nice shops where you can find the clothes if you like to go some shopping, as we did.
And for my kurta, there's so many people who've stopped me and say, "Hey, nice kurta," and I don't know if they mean it first degree or if it's a joke.
I think they really like your kurta. It's beautiful.
And there was a second mission to the day. It was to find a motorbike rental, because we want to go on a small expedition for tomorrow, and it's confirmed, we found it.
We're wrapping up our first day in Udaipur with a small hike to the Udaipur city wall, offering the best views of the city.
Wow, it's 7 a.m. and this is the old town. Can you believe it? There's no traffic, it's super clean. Just packs of dogs kind of running around. I really love this India as well. So we picked up the motorbike this morning. It's brand new, so we have to take care. And we're going north 2 hours to the Ranakpur Jain Temple. Super excited to ride it. So we got 2 tickets, it's 200 rupees each, plus 100 for the camera.
No modeling, Paul.
No modeling, just artwork strictly. And we got another guide for that price as well, plus a map. We're very amazed by the temple. The level of detail, the scale. Every single dome has thousands of sculptures. It's a beautiful place. Very religious as well, thanks to the audio guide when there should be the significance of the icons that are represented. It's for free, by the way. It's very well done because there are also people coming with guides and they're very loud and they're kind of destroying the spirituality for everyone because there's some echo. We went clockwise around the central stupa and it's a very spiritual experience. I'm so glad we made the trip to Ranakpur today and really work of art.
There's another incredible place on our list today. Just 90 minutes ride away from Ranakpur.
A pretty nice drive, pretty dusty as well. And as soon as you pass the last hill, you see this majestic fort, which is huge, with a Great Wall.
Second largest after
the Great Wall of China.
Kumbhalgarh Fort, also known as the Great Wall of India, stretches over 35 kilometers, and the views from the top are very impressive.
So we found a secret spot in the shade with a bench just for you and a great view with the wall and the temple, but you need to find it yourself.
After a long day on the road, we returned the motorbike at sunset, our faces black from the dust and pollution. But before we head out to our final activity of the day, Paul desperately needs some food.
We're super happy because we managed to get some Rolex. It's our favorite food from Uganda. It's a chapati and the omelette inside. It tastes delicious, it's cheap, it's super comforting. And the day continues because now we have booked a dance show in just 3 minutes next door.
Bagoreki Haveli is a museum that hosts amazing traditional dance shows every evening. We didn't expect much, but we left truly impressed by the energy and skill of the performers. We are ending this busy day with beautiful lake views of Udaipur and treating ourselves to gulab jamun, a traditional Indian sweet. It's our last day in Udaipur and we still haven't seen its main attraction.
I think we're one of the first to enter City Palace, pretty excited. It's so quiet, we're here completely alone in the morning. There's a beautiful light, still a bit of fog. And it's so fresh as well. Great. Well, this is it. We finished Udaipur with the City Palace. And of course, it's something you cannot really miss. First, you see it from all over the town. And then it's really the main attraction, I would say. It's not so expensive for what it is. 400 rupees per person, and the architecture is great. There's a few exhibitions focusing on different subjects that was super interesting as well. And now heading to Jodhpur. We're almost there after 5 hours on the bus. Okay, so we've seen something very disturbing on the tuk-tuk ride. Basically a puppy, like we ran over a puppy with a tuk-tuk. And it happened very fast. And the moment we realized shit, what we need to do, we're already at the hotel. And so now on the impulsion of Lisa, we're trying to find the puppy to bring it to a vet, or at least to see how it's doing. The traffic is the worst.
This is really Mission Impossible.
Well, we walked and up and down the street for at least 20-30 minutes, like asking everyone with Google Translate, have you seen anything? And we didn't find the spot exactly back.
Not only that, but like we've seen kids harassing other dogs and like in such a narrow street with such a heavy traffic. I don't know, so far I feel like India has been pretty nice and chill, and yes, somewhere the traffic was heavy, but the dogs always seem to have their way around. Here the streets are just too narrow and there is so many animals. Not only dogs, but we've seen cows eating so much plastic and not being able to move. They were just like laying there in the garbage and chewing. Not a great first impression.
Yeah, no, Jodhpur so far, it's catastrophic. We stay 2 days, let's see if we go up from here. When there's no cars, no motorbikes, it's such a quiet, beautiful place, except from the trash. But as soon as you put the traffic, you want to be out of here. It's really terrible.
On the bright side, we found a great and affordable accommodation.
Paul, can you say something about my accommodation finding skills?
For 15 euros a night, I cannot believe it. What are you doing?
New day, new chance for Jodhpur to make a better impression on us. The morning starts with a stunning view from our hotel, and after breakfast we set off to wander the streets, this time with much lighter traffic.
Can you guess which color this it is?
The blue isn't just for aesthetics. Traditionally, it signified Brahmin houses. But over time, more locals embraced the color to help keep their home cool in the desert heat. As we make our way through the bustling market, the air is filled with the scent of spices, sound of bargaining, and vibrant colors of textiles and fresh produce. There's an energy here that pulls you in. We take a little break at Torji Stepwell, where the real attraction isn't the architecture, but the fearless jumpers.
So we visited the Merangar fort. We entered around 4:30, just in time to buy the tickets actually, because at 5 p.m. they closed the ticket office and then you cannot purchase the tickets anymore, but you can stay inside the fort until 6 p.m., which is pretty nice, and then at the end you can admire this beautiful sunset. The fort is totally worth it. It was a bit crowded, but I guess it was a popular time to visit. And we even purchased a small souvenir from their gift shop. A wooden dice holder, with dice of course. For 350, I think it's a total steal.
Great. So, verdict of Jodhpur.
The blue city is not entirely blue. There are very nice parts to it. I think for photography it's a really great place to take some nice pictures and videos. The second day improved our overall opinion because the first day was kind of hectic. The whole situation with transportation was a little bit annoying and tiring. But during the day it was a really nice walk around the city, and the fort was really amazing with their beautiful views. Overall, I think plan 1 to 2 days, that should be enough to rest a bit in a probably very nice accommodation for affordable price and see the city a little bit. Air conditioning much?
Because they know they do too much, so they also... So we've got this room for free basically.
Plus dinner.
Plus dinner.
If you are wondering how, well, the answer is Couchsurfing. If you've been following our videos, you know we are big fans of this community. And this is actually our first time Couchsurfing in India. Our host happens to own a hotel, which means we lucked out with a private room. In the afternoon, we get a little taste of local life by learning how to play carom, with the hotel chef, who seems to be very good at it. We are staying just a few meters from Jaisalmer fort, the city's most iconic landmark and one of the few living forts in the world. On our way there, we stumble upon a lively scene. People dancing behind the party car, music blasting through the streets. This can only mean one thing. an Indian wedding. So it's our first day in Jaisalmer. We just entered the fort. It's a living fort, which means people are still living within its borders, and there's also many hotels in it, which is questionable, but we're not gonna talk about that too much because we don't really understand the complexities of it. About the first impressions, it's amazing to see such a well-preserved state of all the buildings that we see around, and the fact that people are still living here probably contributes to the feeling that you are not visiting a museum or like a historical fort, but actually a city that is very well preserved and beautiful. So for me, this is so far the most beautiful city we visited in India. In the evening, we dive into some fascinating conversations with our host Surya. He's passionate about Hinduism, and thanks to him, we are getting our first real insights into this complex and ancient religion. Oh, and he also loves to show off his impressive hand flexibility.
Jaisalmer is a bit unfortunate because our bellies are not feeling the best for the last 2-3 days. So we're taking it slow, just waking up late, going for breakfast
Slash lunch.
and doing short days and being always close to toilets just in case.
Despite our bellies feeling a bit compromised, we head out on a journey just outside of town to explore the Badabag cenotaphs.
So these cenotaphs, they're made out of sandstone. They were built in the last 300 years and they're all unique. And even though some are connected directly, like forming a bigger structure, they are all dedicated to one ruler, and in the middle there is a stone that commemorates this ruler with a graphical depiction and probably a biography, although we cannot read it, it's all in Hindi. So we're visiting a heritage house from here, Jaisalmer, and already the outside is so intricately carved, it's beautiful. This is a fascinating room. They're telling everything about turbans and how important they are in the life here in Rajasthan. And basically from the turban you can tell everything about the man wearing it, about his religion, his caste, how rich he is, where he's coming from. And there's so many customs associated with it. And a lot of different colors, shapes. Fascinating room. We didn't do so much research before coming to the museum, and we're extremely impressed. It's much bigger than anticipated, and the rooms are in such good shape. Look how colorful and rich this is.
Nice shoe, brand new.
They did such a good job. Like they added like this black fixation here, and really it's brand new. Here, this line. Plus a shining. It's the first time ever I have someone clean my shoe.
It's already our last day in Jaisalmer, and we are ending it with a fountain movie show on Gadisar Lake. Afterwards, we head to Surya's house, where we are invited for dinner. There, we meet his lovely wife, who prepares a traditional meal for us while we play with their 2 kids. Our first couchsurfing experience in India was a huge success.
So we woke up early this morning at 5 a.m. and we're walking towards our the bus station in Jaisalmer. We're heading to Bikaner. It's 6 hours journey.
And we didn't buy the tickets in advance for the first time.
Bikaner may not be as well known as other cities we visited, so we could call it a little hidden gem of Rajasthan. We are only staying here for 1 night, in a cute little haveli, and the night cost us just €9. To make the most of our limited time, we head out shortly after check-in on the hunt for some local delicacies. Bikaner is famous for its Bikaneri bhujia, so we grab some of that along with a few traditional sweets to try. So on our little tour through Bikaner, we are trying some locally made syrups. They are so delicious. I am trying a jasmine one and Paul is trying rose petal. We love them both.
They are served in these really beautiful clay pots. And we are thinking about buying a bottle actually. It's really delicious and so refreshing with the ice. So I was not sure if I've seen it right, but I thought I've seen a guy smashing his cup into the trash. And then I go and look into, and there is a pile of the clay cups just disposed there. And the guys are like, yeah, one use, disposable. And my brain just doesn't get it. It's like, what do you mean disposable? You only use it once and someone makes them. And they're like, yeah, they're handmade and each costs 5 rupees. So if you want, you can keep them. So I was like, of course I'm gonna keep them. I feel bad smashing them. And we also bought this huge bottle of syrup. It's the jasmine one because we loved it so much. I'm sure it's gonna give us a lot of energy on our travels. So yeah, a very nice stop in brain fog.
Bikaner. We arrived a bit late for the fort. The ticket booth closed at 4:30. So instead we're just chilling a bit on the castle cafe, drinking some chai and reading our books.
I thought it was a good picture.
Well, this was actually much more entertaining than anticipated. I know that in Nepal we're going to be needing a picture for trekking permits. So when I saw the advertisement I was like, okay, let's try. And the guy took so much good care of us. He actually took time to edit our imperfection on the skin, on the t-shirt. Such a nice guy, and it was so cheap, and we tried to give him more, and he was like, no, that's the price. I mean, 40 cents we paid for 8 pictures and the editing time.
And he took like 15 minutes.
15 minutes, super nice guy. So that's actually one thing we really like about India, is that every time you go see a professional, they have really mastered their skill. And they take the time to really pay attention to what you want and to really do it properly. And it happened yesterday with a shoe shiner. He repaired my shoe really skillfully. So it's really one thing we appreciate about being here.
Well, I must say it took more out of me than unexpected.
Yeah, they really climb on your feet.
They don't really,
The main reason we came to Bikaner is to visit this special temple about an hour outside of the city. The temple is dedicated to rats, believed to be the ancestors of goddess Karni Mata. Around 20,000 rats live here, and they are fed and worshipped by many devotees who come to pay their respects.
Yeah, it definitely makes you feel something. There is a particular smell once you walk in.
And a particular sight. I mean, you're not used to seeing these small animals all around you.
People act so natural, like they just walk and they don't pay attention. But for me, every time the rat approached my feet, I got freaked. So yeah, a little bit uneasy, but definitely amazing to see.
So unique. I will remember this all my life.
Incredible.
As always, it's super stressful to not be sure if we're at the right spot or no. So when the bus finally pulls in to where we're waiting, it's so reassuring. Good night.
Good night.
You can see the receptionist or someone sleeping inside in the living room.
No, waking them up.
No. Yeah, we just arrived in Pushkar, but it's 5:30 in the morning. And we'd like to finish the night somewhere if possible. And this was supposed to be 24-hour reception.
In the end, we managed to get some sleep, and now we are feeling refreshed and ready to explore this little town we've heard so much about.
Is this your couch, sir?
It's such a good spot. I have the wind coming from the back. I love Pushkar.
But this is not our hotel.
Not at all. But although ours is really cool as well. It's an old Haveli, we had in many places now, like in Bikaner and also somewhere else.
Jodhpur.
And yeah, it's so cool inside. They have this very smart system of natural cooling.
Yeah,
so good.
true. But this hotel is beautiful, and they have a pretty cute rooftop. Anyone can come for dinner, lunch, or breakfast.
So we got to Pushkar this morning, and we just took one flight of stairs down to the lake, It's our first time seeing it, and wow, we're very impressed. Like, it's so serene, like full of temples all around.
Yeah, considering Pushkar is such a small little town, there is so many temples. Like everywhere you turn, there is a temple. Even though we don't know much about Pushkar, it's clear that the lake plays a crucial role for the town, and people gather around.
And do ceremonies, like on these ghats, like on these stairs. I think they perform lots of rituals. People come to bath. There's, I think, 52 accesses like this to the lake.
Yeah, we met some locals. They told us to come in the evening. There is the ceremonies are happening in the evening. So right now we are just like taking in the first impressions without really reading about it and trying to see it with our fresh eyes.
But there is one particular reason I'm happy to be here is my dad was actually here more than 40 years ago. It was his 18 years old kind of trip on the other side of the world. And he told me, Paul, I almost tore apart my passport when I got to Pushkar. It was so peaceful, I wanted to stay there. And I'm so happy to be able to check it out now and report back to him and see if I feel the same.
The town has a unique charm. And even though it's filled with shops selling clothes and souvenirs for tourists, the sounds of temple bells and the scent of incense fill the air, creating a very calm yet lively atmosphere.
We're circling the lake. It's around 8 p.m. in the evening, and we were expecting to see maybe some arti ceremony, but no, actually it's very quiet. There's nothing going on. They're probably mostly happening around sunset, and at sunset we were watching the lake from one of the ghats where nothing was happening. Anyway, we're really enjoying our walk now. It's mostly us and dogs on the ghats, very tranquil, serene. Definitely a special place. And when you're around this lake, there's actually a few rules you can see behind me. It's a no-shoe zone. So yeah, there's a few rules, like cannot eat certain types of food, there's no kissing, being properly dressed, being pretty quiet when you're here. And then I guess this is all to make sure that this remains a sacred place. So we're going to follow the rules and we're shoot us.
The next day we wake up early to witness the ceremonies on the lake. Pushkar Lake is considered one of the holiest lakes in Hinduism. It's believed that bathing in its waters can cleanse one's sins and grant moksha, the ultimate liberation.
So we're walking through the streets of Pushkar, and it's been just 2 days, and we already feel like we know everywhere. We walked this street 5 times already.
Yeah, it's super small, like it's basically one street mostly that goes around the lake, and the monkeys and the sellers.
Yeah, and even the shops, like I recognize them, like I was looking at these and I talked with these sellers, so it feels very quickly very familiar.
And also we've been on a shopping spree, so we've visited lots of shops.
It was a little treat.
Pushkar is the only place in the world with a temple dedicated to Brahma, the creator god in Hinduism. After visiting this temple, we head out of town for a little hike. Along the way, we meet Umesh, and we end up inviting him to join us.
Okay, how long time is gonna take us? Guess.
I said 15 minutes.
15 minutes?
And he said 1 hour. How long? Not possible. Not possible.
But it's nice walk, no?
Nice walk.
Let's go.
Okay, let's do the
Even though Umesh kept suggesting we should take the cable car, we stuck to our plan, and after 30 minutes uphill, we reached the viewpoint. It's filled with a lot of monkeys. And truth be told, some of us are pretty scared of them. Well guys, this was our 2 weeks around Rajasthan, and we absolutely loved it. We are continuing our journey to India's most famous cities, so-called Golden Triangle. So make sure to subscribe and follow along the way for the rest of our trip. Thank you for watching!